You know that awkward moment when you are posting content, you're putting things out online, you are sending emails, you're updating your website, but it feels like no one is responding. You are screaming into a void. There's zero engagement, no clicks, just crickets everywhere. And you start wondering, is it me? Am I the problem? Is it the algorithm? Is it that the content that we're putting out is rubbish? Is it everything? Listen, if you feel like your marketing efforts aren't getting any traction, you are absolutely not alone. You don't have to scroll far on Instagram, for example, to see someone complaining about how the algorithm has got them in view jail, or that their content isn't being seen by anyone. It is such a common problem. Now, here's the thing. It might not be how often you are posting, but actually what you are posting when you put content out there. So today we are talking about the real reason why your nonprofit isn't gaining traction online and exactly what you can do about it. Hey, I'm Kelly and welcome back to another episode of the Nonprofit Marketing Club, where we keep marketing super simple, actionable, and something that you can actually sustainably implement. If that sounds like you and something you're interested in, then keep listening. So here's the truth that probably no one is telling you. People don't take action on things that they don't understand. If your message is muddy, confusing, or, let's be honest, all about you, people will tune out. And it's not because they don't care, it's because they're overwhelmed and they're looking for clarity. There's so much content online, and you're trying to break through the noise. And in today's fast-scrolling, info-overloaded world, if you don't make your message crystal clear and easy to understand and tell people exactly why they should care, they're gone. People move on. Your message needs to be crystal clear. And when we talk about clarity, here's exactly what I mean. Your audience instantly knows exactly what you do, and they feel why it matters. They see themselves in your story, and they know exactly what step to take next. If your website, your emails, your socials are filled with long paragraphs about your history, complex explanations of your programs, or vague asks like, support our mission, you're making people work way too hard to understand why they should actually care. And people don't stick around for homework. I want you to imagine that there are two nonprofits, nonprofit A and nonprofit B. Nonprofit A's homepage reads something like this. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization established in 1982 with the goal of combating food insecurity through community-driven programs and advocacy across regional partner networks. What? Okay, now for nonprofit B. Their homepage reads something like this. A family shouldn't have to choose between paying rent and buying groceries. Join us to make sure every neighbor has food on the table tonight. Do you see the difference? Same mission, but totally different emotional connection. Nonprofit B instantly names the problem, makes it personal, and invites you into the solution. That's clarity. Okay, so if you're thinking, Kelly, where do I even start? How do I even start to clarify my message so that people can easily understand exactly what we do and how they can be a part of it? I'm going to share 3 ways that you can do that. The first thing I want you to do is to cut the clutter. The backspace button on your keyboard is your best friend for this. I want you to look at your homepage, look at the last email that you sent, look at your social media content. If it doesn't help people understand the impact that they can create, I want you to cut it. The second thing I want you to do is to frame your content clearly. So don't start by talking about your organization. Start by naming the problem that your audience cares about and how they can help be a part of the solution. The third thing I want you to do is to make the call to action painfully obvious. One clear next step. It must be big, bold, unmistakable. For example, I want you to say, give a meal today instead of support us. A bonus tip for you to try is to test it with a friend of yours that knows nothing about what your nonprofit does. If they can't tell you exactly what you do in 30 seconds, then it's far too complicated and you've got more work to do in simplifying your message. A quick recap. If you're looking at your messaging, you're looking at your website content, for example, and you're trying to figure out, do I need to clarify this messaging more? Or does it do a good job of explaining who we are, what we do, and how people can get involved? Here is a quick 3-step framework that you can use. Ask yourself these 3 questions. Can a stranger figure out what we do in 10 seconds or less? Are we making our content about the problem we solve or how great we are as an organization? And is there a super clear next step? If you answered, I'm not too sure about any of those, then you've got some work to do. And don't be discouraged. Most nonprofits will definitely have some of those things to fix. But that's your starting point, right? If your marketing feels stuck right now, you don't have to burn everything to the ground. You don't need to do more, post more, hustle more. You just need to simplify your message. Clarity always wins, every single time. Now, if you want to really map this out, go to town on your core messaging, really define your marketing strategy, I've got a resource for you called the Nonprofit Marketing Strategy Kit. It's going to walk you through creating an impactful, sustainable nonprofit marketing strategy with templates and guides and workbooks, everything you need to get started, and a resource I wish I had when I was starting out as a nonprofit marketer. If you'd like that, then check out the link in the description. Okay, until next time, keep doing incredible work, having such incredible impact, and I will see you in the next episode. And remember, simple, clear, and human communication beats fancy, complicated wording any day. Clarity wins always. Bye.